Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Better. Okay, so value area low, value area high.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright. So let's get rid of that. Session volume profile. We just gotta update the VWAPs here. So electronic hours. Okay, so this guy's going pink. That one's going blue.
Artlist.io.
That one is light blue. This guy's going pink. This one's going blue. Okay.
Music licensing reimagined.
There we got our levels. Just gotta wait for that first candle to start at 3 p.m.
Artlist.io.
Adjust these guys in here. 64, 75. Control.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Colors around here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Wait, I think we're set up here.
Artlist.io.
I'll be right back.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Hey, it looks like we've got 4 minutes.
Music licensing reimagined.
You also here.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Okay, well, we should be getting our camera here in not very long. 20 seconds.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Maybe I should turn my stream off while I'm eating, or at least my video part.
Music licensing reimagined.
Oh geez, I'm really tempted to take along here.
Artlist.io.
But it's so fast. Kind of like a value area low to a point of control trade. Looks like we're projecting on a value area low.
Music licensing reimagined.
VWAPs here on the charts. Get them all going.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. 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 Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Hey Keith, how's it going? Apologize if my mic's been a little quiet. I'm just trying to finish up a little bit of food here. I ended up taking short here, 5 contracts.
Music licensing
looking for
reimagined.
retracement back down to the electronic value area low.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Appreciate you showing up.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, I'm not really liking the orders above here. 6480. Yeah,
Music
they're pretty high
licensing
chances.
reimagined.
You know, since I'm saying that, I should probably just go I don't want to just let this just finish closing here before I make any decisions.
Artlist.io.
How far is your trip, your driving trip today? Are you headed pretty far across the country, or?
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
It'd be nice to see it close below below the point of control.
Artlist.io.
Oh, 300 is pretty far still, I would say.
Music licensing reimagined.
Pretty much close above. If you close above 64.78, I'm definitely considering cutting this right now. Nice.
Artlist.io.
Got 1 minute left on this 15-minute candle. It's looking pretty bullish. So
Music licensing reimagined.
wrong side of the grade.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Starting to get a bit of a move down here. It's looking a little more
Music
promising.
licensing reimagined.
There we go, I'm back in.
Artlist.io.
Do you have like an iPad with you when you go driving? Like when you stop, you can watch, or you just use your phone?
Music licensing reimagined.
Starting to get a bit of a pullback there. Uh-oh. That was quite a bounce.
Artlist.io.
That was a closure above the fair value gap, actually. So, with that kind of a move, I should probably just get out of this position right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looking like we got a battle. It kind of darkened up a bit actually above. Not much, but pretty dark below. Algos are looking higher, I think. How long have we got on this candle? We have 24 seconds.
Artlist.io.
We'll have to keep an eye on this fair value gap here. That there's a fair value gap from 64.74 to 64.76.50.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, well, we closed on this 2-minute outside of that fair value gap. But how long? Minute and a half left on
Artlist.io.
on that 5-minute candle to see what happens with this fair value gap. Let's see MNQ.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, it's up above point of control and value area high, which is kind of good because there's a good chance we might, go test value area low on that. It's just, are we going to survive the bounce that is coming on ES?
Artlist.io.
There's a fair value gap, 5-minute fair value gap on Dow. Looks like we got 2 viewers right now. Welcome, whoever else is watching.
Music licensing reimagined.
We got Dr. Pepper Mini Zero Sugar. Splurging. Okay, what do we got left here? Only 14 seconds on this 5-minute candle. And it's closing outside of the fair value gap. It's, and above, just above that previous day VWAP, Friday's VWAP. So really need a 5-minute closure to go below that fair value gap. That's what we're looking for here. Invalidate that fair value gap. Make that three contracts to get filled, and then if that happens, we'll be bringing our stop to break even. So they're all kind of looking like they could roll over.
Music licensing reimagined.
You know, I'm not saying it's going to be the direction for the whole day, but just looking for that little bit of a move down back to the value area low and bounce off there.
Artlist.io.
Which would make it seem like we might head higher today.
Music licensing reimagined.
Like I said though, if we start breaking up above this area, might just cut it early.
Artlist.io.
I mean, it would be really nice to get a big retracement on this next 15-minute candle.
Music licensing reimagined.
So knowing how those VWAPs move around on us, you change your time frame. It's not over yet, but it's not looking that great the way this candle's pushing up here.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Kind of a little head and shoulders here. So if this can, if this level here roughly can hold, might see it move lower.
Artlist.io.
There's quite a few contracts above us. So whether or not that's kind of a roadblock right now, or whether they're going to take those shortly, that's We'll have to find out.
Music licensing reimagined.
Seems like a bit of a tight battle right now.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I've been thinking about trying a bit of a different risk strategy too. Like for example, in this situation, like we kind of know that if it
Artlist.io.
there's a good chance that if it breaks above here that it might continue higher, but a way to limit your risk is, you know, sell some of your position off if it does break there, and then you have a little more room to put your stop on the remainder of the contracts.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hey Paul, how you doing? Is it morning time for you right now? $2:25 a.m. 2:25 a.m.
Artlist.io. Music
So I'm gonna do that. I'm
licensing
gonna give
reimagined.
myself a tiny bit more room on those, but if we start breaking up, I'm just gonna cover 3, and then that'll leave only two contracts left for the remainder. Yeah, 2:25. That's pretty. I hope you. I don't know if you've gone to bed yet, or you're just waking up, or what. It's kind of.
Artlist.io.
It's a bit of an odd time, hey? Go to bed at like 6 p.m. Get 8 hours. Wake up at 2.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like only 3 hours of sleep? Be careful on your trading. Might make some sleepy decisions.
Artlist.io.
But that's crazy that you're here. Thanks for coming in, man. Holy wow.
Music licensing reimagined.
Definitely, if I ever head near Georgia, I'll say, "What's up to you, Paul," and also Mississippi for Keith. grab a trader's coffee.
Artlist.io.
Well, I'm not really loving this trade at the moment, but you know, could be worse.
Music licensing reimagined.
I want to set this to take profit here and cover some there. But I mean, if we're gonna break the New York, then I mean, we could even do something like this. But I think I'm hoping because it's not looking that good. We've been holding above, you know, point of control now for some time.
Artlist.io.
So might be going to electronic value area high since we started at value area low. So that could be the outcome.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
My dog's bugging me over there. Wants something. Right at that high volume node now. We've been kind of in a bearish trend for the last, you know,
Artlist.io.
day anyways. So there's this low that's been untouched down there, 64.53. That could be the target, and this naked point of control isn't too far now too. Maybe that's what we're going to see on
Music
Monday
licensing
morning.
reimagined.
So we might climb a bit today, hang out around up here, and then head down tomorrow morning. But obviously, no bias. We'll have to see see how it goes.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, we're
Music
creeping higher.
licensing reimagined.
64.80 is where most of those orders are. Just thinking as to when I might want to cover some of these if it does keep going higher. Try
Artlist.io.
to reduce that risk.
Music licensing
A sweep of those highs
reimagined.
like we just did there and then a move lower would be a nice move.
Artlist.io.
Oh yeah, just working on that combine today. There is a fair value gap also on NQ. I hate to trade against this 5-minute fair value
Music
gap.
licensing reimagined.
Bit of a mistake on that part, I think. So I'm almost thinking to cover some now, just to with some of that risk because it's not looking like it's going to go my direction.
Artlist.io.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to be safe with funded. This is my 150K account that's slightly drawn down right now. $160 drawn down, I guess.
Music licensing reimagined.
Lots of drawdown left. 40, 43, 46 drawdown still available. They're trying to push up into those 80s.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, I really should try to cover some here, but wasn't looking good.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm gonna put an order there just to reduce some off here. Your last $15.
Artlist.io.
But it's looking like it's gonna stop.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Definitely could have been a little more patient on this one. There's always an opportunity
Artlist.io.
to add if it does start heading down.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. Being patient. It's a challenging part, for sure. Because then sometimes you end up being a little too patient, right? And then you miss your entries. But
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I mean, I feel like if it does end up rolling over here, like the value area low, or even, you know, this isn't right. This IB, I should just get rid of this. This was in the previous day, or back to the lows, could be a, you know, potential target. But we just keep grinding higher. We found some support off the
Artlist.io.
9 EMA here again. So if we, make another high here, I'll probably try to cover one more and then see what we got left
reimagined.
for space and risk.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I don't normally scale out of positions sort of like this, but I'm just feeling like the way it's looking and with the way the orders are above, like it's probably going to my gonna hit my stop. So I just feel like it's better to take some of the risk off, save some points on some of those if it does become a loser. If it continues to go down, then I can always add, and it'll be pretty easy to recover the, I'm down, like I locked in $31 of negative right now, so. But it could be just like a slow grind all the way to 6,500. This plays out. So I changed the music, I think, right? Yes, I changed the music. So any thoughts on that, or is it good, bad, okay? I'm trying to keep it sort of like mellow and like kind of instrumental, sort of like with, actual instruments. Okay, well, we might be pushing through those orders now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Nice, okay. That's the second second type of song that I've got now. There, so. Yeah, it's kind of like jazzy, loungy, sort of mellow. Kind of just want it to be upbeat but calm, right? Because that's part of the thing, is we need to stay calm throughout these trades and just be okay with what happens, so that you don't carry on all the stress and everything from from the previous trade on to the next trade.
Music licensing reimagined.
But yeah, it's definitely the way we're doing this slow grind here. It's looking like it's gonna take me out. Not to be negative or anything, but like it's just, the arrow's pointing up right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
But you never know, right?
Artlist.io.
Yeah, it might be one of those days, right? It might just grind all night, up, sort of like a couple pullbacks here and there, and then
Music licensing
sell off hard on Monday. That's kind of my guess. But we'll have to see where it ends up in relation to the value areas, anyways. It's looking like they're gonna pop it up here.
Artlist.io.
So I'm gonna put another order here to try to.
Music licensing reimagined.
We pop up here, I'll drop one of these guys. Definitely looking like it wants to go.
Artlist.io.
Scale out. Scale out.
Music licensing reimagined.
I should have got some coffee going.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Little gap down with a sell. Yeah, pretty much, right? As soon as you get out, it's gonna reverse. But I do like that little gap down, although like might just find support on that 9 again.
Artlist.io.
Which that seems to be where the buyers are right now. We've hit it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. This could be number 6.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, looking like it wants to go higher. Wonder if they're gonna protect it or not. Because they did touch value area high, so maybe that's, you know, again, it's just that hopium. But maybe that's all they needed. Just get up there. The seller's gonna step on the gas here.
Music licensing reimagined.
This 9 EMA is kind of our roadblock right now. So if we can get a nice closure below it, that would be beautiful. On the 5-minute chart on Trading View, we're actually a lot more above it, but that's because we're on 5.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, the 2 looks the same, so really just need to close below the 9, which would be our signal that it's going to go lower. But I don't know. It's definitely looking
Music
like grind higher
licensing
type
reimagined.
mode.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, this song is called Extra Sauce. Weird name. And then the
Music
previous song was
licensing
that we're that I had on before was a swimming pool ketchup. Like, what the heck are these names, eh? But they sound good, so. Yeah, the hope is definitely the killer.
Artlist.io.
Kind of looking like this, eh?
Music licensing reimagined.
Top of that range. Right at this stop out area now. Give it one more tick on that single order, because let's hope it dips into the 80, like almost to the 80s and rejects.
Artlist.io. Music licensing
This channel's pretty small,
reimagined.
so it's not even really worth trying to take a trade on here. Like, look at this. If you did the bottom of this channel here, 76, 78, 2-point move basically in here. But you know, with the VWAP lining up with the point of control right now, I mean, I just feel like that's got to be the draw, right? It's going to want to suck down. If it's going to go higher, it's going to want to come down and bounce. Like, maybe that'll be the next trade, is long off of the point of control. And the VWAP there,
Music licensing reimagined.
which is my entry. So that's not very good. It's not looking good, boys.
Artlist.io.
It's not looking good. Come on,
Music
we need to close below
licensing
this. What's
reimagined.
our, we got 2.5 minutes on the current 5-minute candle. That's a 15 look. Okay, so we got half a candle left on the 15, and we've had 3 green candles in a row here. Yeah, same with NQ. Dow's kind of got a bit of a flat top here. Yeah, it's looking like it wants to try those 80s. Yeah, that 80-25 there, yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
Just a waiting game at this point. Is that Friday? What? There we go. I'm on one more there. Popped up to that. Yeah. So this is electronic point of control, and this one's regular. The regular trading hours point of control. I set it on like a 30-minute time frame, and then I set both of these lines.
Music licensing
One is off of
reimagined.
like including the electronic trading hours, and then the other one is just the New York open hours. But yeah, they're from Friday. Well, I got wicked out of that one share. I only got $50. So I'm down 50, so if it stops me out here, I'm going to be down 105 basically on this trade. So no big deal, not a huge risk. But we've now rejected off
Music licensing reimagined.
electronic hours, Friday's electronic hour VWAP, and Thursday's New York VWAP. That's what these
Artlist.io.
the blue and the red are, or the blue and the pink. Yeah, unfortunately, it looking like we're gonna sweep out of this.
Music licensing reimagined.
Kind of last line of defense are those two VWAPs, but not looking that good. Only two contracts left. If we end up breaking out of this channel, I'll be considering adding back in somewhere around this the point of control.
Artlist.io.
But it's looking like a low volume grind. Seconds on this candle. Let's get it closed down here at 78 something, 78.25. Be nice.
Music licensing reimagined.
Still up above. So the 5 minutes. 5 minutes getting flattened out, but it's also just kind of looks like it's a springboard building up momentum. Kind of at a key point right here. You can tell by the price action.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Well, I think I'm gonna get a little bit of coffee going. I'll be right back.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Pull back a bit, nice.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Let's go Bears. Let's go Bears. Did either of you guys fade me on this trade? Seems like it would have been the right trade. Let's do the opposite of what I did.
Music licensing reimagined.
Well, might be rolling over here. That would be nice. So the way that I scaled out a little bit there actually let me move my stop a little higher. So if I do end up surviving, that's only because of that reason. Because originally I had my stop at 79, but then I noticed that there's like quite a few orders, and it looks like they got taken. The 80 orders are kind of like gone right now. So I would have been out for that, the full loss at that amount.
Music licensing reimagined.
Try to give this just a little more breathing room, but that's not looking very good now. Oh, you missed the bounce off the value area high. Yeah, and you could have taken profit. How many points is that there? 836 to 855, so it could have almost got 20 points on that move, hey? That's one thing is I was actually having a little more success trading NQ at night because it just typically still moves a little bit more than ES, right? Okay, you would have taken 10 points. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Music licensing reimagined.
We just really can't break this 9. This 9 EMA. It's been, it's been support since, since this big candle right here.
Artlist.io.
So need a little close below it, and then we might see a little move down. They're defending it pretty solid. Like this is the bottom of that little channel too. So like between this, the bottom of the channel, and that 21 EMA, that's gonna be, if the bulls are here, they're gonna be battling to hold it up above those. Then it just makes it more obvious that the price is going higher, right? Five contracts, 10 points, $100. Nice, yeah, makes sense.
Artlist.io.
And then does that mean you do a 10-point stop also?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, actually a lot of my wins on my other 150k account have been recently coming from NQ. But I haven't really been focusing that much on NQ lately, so okay. 10-point stop. Yeah, 1-to-1 is, I mean, it's definitely very reasonable to be trading 1-to-1.
Artlist.io.
Risk to reward. Yeah, getting a little pullback here. We did close below the 9, which is nice. The MACD at the bottom here, it did curl over, and it's starting to head down. It's splitting open, so
Music
you need a pretty
reimagined.
big bearish candle for that to like really, turn down and start opening up, because we want that blue line, and we want it to get nice and wide like it is over here. Then you know that there's still some room in the move. So and then what I'm not looking for is for this to like curl back up and to start opening up, going upwards like it was continuing this part, right? So yeah, but if we do get a closure below 77, in this area, depending on how it's looking, I might consider adding in this area. Just the risk is, obviously
Music licensing reimagined.
point of control and the VWAP, everything down here. So might be better actually, now that I'm saying it, is to add below point of control. and
Artlist
below the
IO.
VWAP. If we have a nice 5-minute closure below that overnight VWAP, then I should think about, you know, adding to this position to get back to five-ish contracts.
Music licensing reimagined.
Sounds like the coffee's ready. Nice.
Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined.
Really need this to roll over here, guys. Opium is in full effect right now. But I think I've, you know,
Artlist
considering
IO.
the trade has not really gone in my, you know, direction at all. I think I've been trying to manage my risk good, which is important. So at this point, if we
Music
did get down to the value area
licensing
low with just these two contracts, you know, I'll be break even on this trade basically. So that's what I'm thinking. If we can close below this New York, I'll probably add 2 or 3 more contracts for the continued move down. Coming up to that 21 right now. MACD's opening up a little bit more. There's really not much for orders below. We have a bit of a roadblock here at, looks like 77.50-ish.
Music licensing reimagined.
I wouldn't even call it a roadblock, but there's some orders there. 77.50, 77, 75.
Artlist IO.
3 red candles on the 5-minute. Was 3. This one now it's turning green. Now we need to see that 21 act as resistance. Sorry, not the 21, the 9.
Music licensing reimagined.
You know, what I could definitely see happening too is it just rip up like around here and then just come straight back down before making its move lower. Yeah, was 3 red candles. Yeah, I saw that. It's not being nice to us right now. It's like, what? Did you say 3 red
Artlist
candles?
IO.
No. So it looks like we've been streaming for 1 hour and 20 minutes already. Man, some of these
Music licensing
trades are taking a long time
reimagined.
to play out. Yeah, this could be the bounce. There a fair value gap on the 1 minute? Yes, there was. Which we just bounced off of. It's all good though. It is what it is, right? Just wait for the next one.
Artlist IO.
Next trade to present itself.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, so I have 4 songs queued up right now that I can switch between. Okay, Keith. Yeah, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Drive safe if you are driving anymore. And I'll see you around probably tomorrow morning. I'll be streaming live again tomorrow also. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are gonna kind of be my days, and then Thursday on stream with Randy and them. So I'll see you around.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, so we found support off that 21 there. Definitely looking like we're gonna go take that. We're gonna take my stop out here pretty quick.
Music licensing.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to stream. We're gonna send Randy's stream to my channel also. Just it's nice to keep putting out more content. So.
Artlist.io.
Looks like we dipped into the 6480s there for a sec. Yeah. Stop out incoming. The little demon inside is saying, "Oh, just move your stop up a little more.
Music licensing
move it up right up to there." And then, you know, in 5 more minutes, we're gonna be like, "Oh, let's move your stop up a little more." So, don't do it. Just gotta leave it. I've already made some adjustments to try to give it a little more breathing room, but you know, I think the real entry is actually where we are right now. But considering I'm already in this position, nothing to do about it now.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, moving your stop, right?
Music licensing reimagined.
So I kind of made an agreement with myself that if, like, in the case that I really feel like it's warranted to move the stop, then you basically just like reduce your position size, take a bit of a loss, and then, you know, you can factor that into the move that you make on your stop. So I think I ended up getting, it's about a $15 more loss than I had originally with my original stop, but yeah, I just scaled out. Yeah, but it would be beautiful if we could get a rejection off this 6480 here and see it bounce back down to, you know, towards point of control.
Music licensing reimagined.
Reject that. It's kind of those big orders now. Like, it looks like most of it came off. There's still 57 there, so there is a chance it can just pop right through there. But, you know, sometimes they're hiding their orders a bit, or they're like waiting on the bid, like waiting to like send the order to, you know, once the price gets there, they just quickly send it in with those algos.
Music licensing reimagined.
But I feel like we're definitely due for a pullback. But there's never a guarantee, as we all know. Yeah, I was hoping for a little more volume, a little more activity on today, but it's not looking that volatile right now. So might end up yeah, we'll see what happens with the stream. 3 4:30. I might stick around 4:30 or 5. We'll see how this time, how it plays
Music
out.
licensing reimagined.
And then in the case I do take a trade later, I'll probably just keep my streaming software running and then just like record onto my computer at the moment that I think I'm going to take a trade, so I can at least post it later. But this does have that like rollover look to it right now. Just whether or not it's gonna sweep these before it heads lower is the question. It'd be nice if this kind of is a triple top on the 2-minute, so that's could be a good sign. Trying to talk myself into not getting stopped out here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So Paul, does that mean you're going to go back to bed for a bit before New York opens up? We still got, what, like 12 hours? That'd be like 2 p.m. So, that's crazy you're up at 2:30. You must be going back to sleep, no? And one thing I gotta try to do is get in the habit
Music
of being
licensing reimagined.
just as patient to wait for my stop to hit as my profit to hit, you know. Sometimes it's like when you're in the green, you don't want to like give it back, right? So, but for some reason when it's in the red, it's like you're willing to wait it all the way out till it stops you, right? Just gotta reverse that mentality. So I'm gonna try to cover some early.
Music licensing
Then if I do hit the stop, it is what it is. But try to scale out as if I was, you know, scaling out in a winner. Oh yeah, 5:30 p.m. Okay.
Artlist.io.
Do you have to go to work or anything between now and New York?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, we only have 54 orders now at the 80. So it's definitely looking like we're gonna go higher. I mean, I was like thinking maybe I should just reverse my position here and just get in on this grind, right? Oh, you work from home? Nice. What kind of work do you do, if you don't mind me asking? Digital stuff? I work in real estate outside of trading, and I also have a small hobby farm that I have to go to
reimagined.
daily for work, but I'm pretty much work from home also with real estate. Ah, IT, nice. So I know who to call if there's a ghost inside my computer. Paul the Ghostbuster.
Artlist.io.
I don't know if you can hear in the background, but my French Bulldog, he's kind of like coughing a bit. He's been kind of fighting pneumonia here for over a year now. So, He's been on
Music
antibiotics for over a
licensing
year.
reimagined.
Lately, he's been just kind of like coughing stuff. So he was really bad, but now he's doing a lot better than he was. So definitely happy about that.
Artlist.io.
I was thinking about an idea would be to like, especially on these nighttime sessions, is like quite often you end up waiting really long time for something to happen. Yeah,
Music
thanks.
licensing
He's doing better
reimagined.
anyways, so it's a work in progress. The doctor said he's never gonna get over this pneumonia, so it's kind of like he's gonna be on antibiotics for the rest of his life. He's yeah, it's a French bulldog. He's like November 11th he'll be 10. So what are we? November. So yeah, he's like 9 years, 8 months old or so.
Artlist.io.
But yeah. So he's been living, the last year on antibiotics basically every day, and then eventually the antibiotics that he's on just kind of like stop working. So then we got to switch, and then hopefully he gets better. But yeah, it's been a rough one
Music licensing
for him and for
reimagined.
me. Obviously, just dealing with the emotional aspect of your dog being sick and potentially dying over and over. So I just, I don't want him to suffer, but I also don't want to pull the plug when maybe it's too early. So yeah. Anyways, on to more happy subjects. He's doing good right now, so that's the positive.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, so I was thinking it would be interesting to get some sort of like small game going. Like you can play a game on the screen while we're waiting for some sort of activity
Music
on the market.
licensing reimagined.
Maybe like some live poker or something. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Yeah, he stopped eating about a week ago for a couple days, and then I had to like syringe like a pate, like mix up the pate with water and take a syringe and just kind of like inject it in his mouth for a couple days. And then
Artlist.io.
the new antibiotics kicked in, and he's been doing good for, I'll say, probably almost a week now. Been better. So it looks like stop out's coming here.
Music licensing reimagined.
They just had that another attempt at that top there. I'll be pretty sad though if it stops me out and then heads lower. It's like, oh, my technical analysis was slightly off.
Music
Yeah, it's a
licensing
slow grind.
reimagined.
We found some real resistance though at this previous day's electronic VWAP. That's what this one is. This is my like pink guy. So I have a new strategy actually that I've been looking at. I've just noticed that like in relation to the value areas and the point of control, where depending on where the next day opens up, you can take a position right away at the open for a move. Like let's say if we grind, since we grinded up here and we're sitting at value area high, if we end up opening the next day somewhere around value area high but not above it, like right on it or a little bit below it, you can take a short position and ride it to point of control and or electronic or value area low. So and then the vice versa is the same. So if we would have played around at the low and then open up the next day at the low, you know, there's a pretty high likelihood that we're going to go to the high. So I've been back testing it a bit, and in that account I think I was down 15,000 in the negative, and then I back tested maybe a week or two on it, and you know, that account is now like
30,000
reimagined profit. So I'm going to be using this account to take that trade. Like Monday morning, I'm going to be entering right at the open, looking for a move from whatever end to the other end. If I'm on value area low, I'm going to be shooting for value area high, and vice versa. If it opens and it's well above the value area high, I'll be looking long. And if it opens well below the value area low, you'll be looking low. So if it's in the range, it's probably gonna like go to the other end of the range, and you know, if it's outside of the range, it's gonna continue in that direction. And that's kind of what I've been seeing. So I'm gonna try that out. I'm just gonna be doing one MES right at the open, and pick that direction as per where the open is going to be. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out on the forward testing side. Have to see. I'll be posting videos on that, but don't tell everybody, it's a secret. No, it's not financial advice. But we'll have to see how it plays out. That'd be beautiful if we could roll over right about now.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, Paul, that can be so frustrating. That's like, those are the days that like I definitely need to just like lock my account, because I might go tilt, right? Because it's like, everything I do is wrong. So I gotta be right. Gotta do one more trade to make it right. So but yeah, it's looking like a stop out here eventually, unless like we need a good close below the 21 EMA, that green line there. This guy. Zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, if we can get a close like somewhere down here, that would give me some positive reinforcement that we're going to be headed back at least down to as previous day, the New York from Friday, or the electronic hours, which are coinciding right with the point of control. So if we can get a close here, might consider adding to it. We'll have to see how it looks on the close, and then just, you know, kind of target this area to like get break even or something, and then see what happens in this area. Because if we just bounce off this New York, then we're definitely, you know, heading back to value area high, or even to break this previous high. So that would be like kind of my next idea for a trade. So I'll just keep the finger on the trigger here in case we're going to look like we're going to go lower. Grab a couple more contracts, get back into this position, readjust our stop area, or our stop would have been correct at this point. So we'll see how it goes. It's got to be open. Kind of at that critical point here.
Music licensing
MACD definitely rolled over, and it's heading back down to the zero plane. Got 1 minute left on this candle. Got got 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. So if we can close, you know, down here on the 5, that's definitely going to make me feel like there's potential move down.
Artlist.io.
40 seconds on this candle. Because we got a whole lot of you know, supports lining up there, so it's,
Music
would be
licensing
the launching pad for
reimagined.
sure. Seconds on this candle. If it rips up here and closes, I mean, that's not good. That's not good. 'Cause we did have a red candle, and now we got 3 seconds on this to close, and it looking like it's closing above. What's that? 15. Here.
Artlist.io.
So we just started a new 15-minute candle. We've had 3 15-minute indecision candles in a row. And then we're starting this one off with starting green. So,
Music
I mean, we might
licensing
reject off this,
reimagined.
you know, come up here, reject off of this, this edge of the channel. Or value area high, I guess. I mean, it's not looking completely over at this point. But it's definitely like watching.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, I know, me too. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I was a little slow, you know. I really should have entered long down here. I was looking at it. I saw this
Music
pullback. I was
licensing
thinking about entering on
reimagined.
this pullback too, but you know, that whole rule of trying not to trade right at the open, you know.
Artlist.io.
But today it would have worked out. Last Sunday, actually, I took a trade. No, it wasn't last Sunday. It was the one before that. I did get in right away on the first candle.
Music
'Cause it was just
licensing reimagined.
looking bullish. So we kind of need to reject this here, and then that would be great. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so I'm just gonna let this play out. No, is what it is, right? It is what it is. Maybe I'll come back and it won't stop.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, I see that we're tapped out. Alrighty. Yeah, the risk was managed there, so let's see now. What can be our next trade here potentially? What do we got here? We got 83.50 for the value area high. 83.50. We got 84 and 85 up there. So kind of like up here, this area is where the most orders are. So
Music licensing
interesting.
reimagined.
Yeah, so let's have to let this play out for a bit here. What time do we got here? 4:30. Might just stick around till 5 and see what happens here if something shows up. Like, to be honest, I would like to be short somewhere up here now. You know, but I just don't think I want to take another stab at, you know, at that, because it's just been grinding. So I don't think it would be the right trade to take another stab at a short up here. It's just
Music licensing
hard to tell where the top's going to be. But yeah, I mean, looks like I definitely stopped out at the right area. Although this could be that, you know, that sweep before the move down. So we'll have to keep an eye here. If this, you know, ends up creating a huge wick and closing down here, like, I might be still interested in this short, right?
Music licensing
like something like this. We've got our stop up above this little channel. And then we're targeting the value area low, which is basically the same trade we were in, except for, you know, I entered too early. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the 85s, like there's quite a few orders up there, and you know, it doesn't even look like an algo order because there's no white line in it. So you can see that there's a bunch of white lines there, but that set of orders doesn't have a white line. This one does. So most of them do have a white line, except for looks like the 3 ticks above us and then that guy up there.
Music licensing reimagined.
4 points, 4-point stop. Or 6-point. 6-point take profit. Yeah, the max trades I will take in a row losses in the same idea is 2. So, but yeah, there, like you were saying, there's definitely room up to this 85. So I mean, ideally, actually, this would be the trade, right? I mean, you're maybe not going to get to value area low, but at least to target this area here. If we pop up above value area high, maybe sweep this high, come back down, then it would be our entry with a close below the value area high. And then we're looking for at least a point of control, so we'd be covering on the way to point of control, and then could put like a, you know, a break even with the final contractor, like waiting for value area low. Looks like Stock Tiger's got a giveaway going right now. If you go hop in on his channel.
Licensing reimagined.
I'm in his Discord, and I can just hear everyone's firing off numbers right now. So like, that's how you win his free accounts in his. So I'm gonna see if my number is taken. I'm gonna put it in there.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Minute. What is he looking at? Oh, MGC 725.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm just looking at like what Stock Tiger's trading on his channel right now, and it's so we're breaking it. We're right at the top of that channel right now. Yeah, everything's kind of ripping right now.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I was right when I said it a while ago that I should just, I think it was way back over here. I'm like, I should just reverse my position. And then we would have been like way up here, doubling our profit. But I just found in the past, anytime that I try to like reverse my position, it just it doesn't work
Music
out in my favor.
licensing reimagined.
It's usually just goes the other direction and stops me out. It's a double stop out.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, we're at electronic value area high on NQ, and we're just coming up to value area high on ES.
Music licensing
So,
reimagined.
3 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. So our initial balance is somewhere around here, right there. So we broke initial balance, which is above that VWAP. Thursday's pre-market, Thursday's VWAP.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, so at this point what we're looking for is we're looking for a move to, 85, maybe even go up a little bit higher and then come back down. Once we get closure back below the value area high, I'd be interested in taking a short, at least down to, the New York or the electronic VWAP. Yeah, I dream about the day where you can just, reverse it at the perfect time, like 2 or 3 times, and just like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. That'd be nice.
Artlist.io.
But it's never that predictable, hey? Well, it's a nice big move back down here. Is that gonna be the top?
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
I mean, I have half a mind to take this now because we're looking for value area high, but that's a pretty big pullback, and it's not really what the trade that I've been looking for.
Music licensing reimagined.
Over here. Yeah, it's a nice big pullback on that 15-minute. Yeah, this is pretty aggressive pullback here.
Artlist.io.
Well, maybe that's it, hey? Maybe that could be the end of the grind for now. Let's see how this
Music
see how this
licensing
candle closes out
reimagined.
here. See how the 5-minute closes out. Let's go to the 5 on here. Yeah, of course it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do, but just entered at the wrong time, right?
Artlist.io.
I guess technically Asian market opens in 12 minutes. 5 p.m.
Music licensing reimagined.
That's kind of like the highest volume candle so far, hey? 82 down to 79. It's only like 3 points, but overnight session, that's pretty good.
Artlist.io.
I still think we're gonna engage this value area high before we go lower. But all
Music
three
licensing
indices are
reimagined.
looking pretty identical on the charts right now. We are in a fair value gap here.
Artlist.io.
If it 7 seconds, if it doesn't close below that little fair value gap, which is looking like it's going to close there, then that's definitely looking more bullish. Okay, so that now we have a bearish fair value gap right in this area. So
Music licensing
I think this
reimagined.
might be the chance to get in here. Because this would kind of be the trade, I guess.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Question is this just like a fake out before the next leg higher? Which, like I was saying, what I'd really like to see is for us to sweep this high here and then come back down. Does our
Artlist.io.
point of control is like right at the price right now? The current point of control.
Music licensing reimagined.
Conundrum?
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Curling up a bit here.
Music licensing
the 1 minutes here.
reimagined.
Got a minute and a half on the 5-minute candle. After that big bearish candle, if we close, below the low of this current 5-minute candle, then I could definitely see us moving lower, right? Like if this ends up coming down and closing somewhere down here, there's a lot of roadblocks though, is the problem. Right? Like, look at that. Tokyo opens in 7 minutes. Here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, we're bouncing.
Artlist.io.
Hit those orders. Came up rejected, broke through 81. Came up rejected, broke through 82. And then pulled back all the way down to 78.
Music licensing
4-point
reimagined.
sweep there. So I mean, considering the grind here that we're doing, like maybe the play actually isn't short here. There's not very much room. I mean, unless you just take it and get out right away. But I think the play actually is to take a long off of
Artlist.io.
this area. So you know, something like this would actually be the trade, right? 4 points down, 7 points up. So I'm gonna keep the short idea here,
Music
but I'm definitely like
reimagined.
if I do get in, I'm gonna get in, you know, up here and try to like close it there, and then be patient for what's gonna happen as the prices in this area.
Artlist.io.
Hopefully we see some like consolidation here, and then it starts to curl up off of there. So on the 5.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, NQ's looking a little soft. Dow's looking a little soft. So the slump is wet. It's gonna fall.
Artlist.io.
Do have this little bearish fair value gap right up on this blue VWAP here. So
Music licensing reimagined.
I've already kind of wicked into it once here, twice. So if we could get it would be nice if we could actually get a rip to here and then form a wick all the way down below that fair value gap.
Artlist.io.
Minutes till Tokyo Asia market opens.
Music licensing reimagined.
There's fair value gap. No bullish fair value gaps. Well, there is one below the point of control. That's why I'm thinking, like, if we do get that pullback, we're definitely bouncing off of this area. Because we still haven't touched the electronic value area high. We've touched everything else already. You know, we came through value area low, electronic value area
Artlist.io.
low, ripped through point of control. We hit value area high, and you know, this is kind of like the last target on the move. So
Music licensing
minute 15
reimagined.
seconds left to Asian market gonna open up here, so we'll have to see.
Artlist.io. Music licensing
pumping now.
reimagined.
Pumping. We got 1 minute, less than a minute to the open of the Asian market here. "30 seconds. I feel like it's gonna pump. Like, I want to get long here, but it's like
Artlist.io.
8 seconds on this candle, 8 seconds on that candle, on the 5 minute. We got this little top of the trend line here. What are we gonna get here? What's gonna happen?
Music licensing reimagined.
Nothing happening yet, really. Just no movement just yet. NQ's going up, popping up a little bit. Okay, pulling back here.
Artlist.io.
5 minute candle, so. Some selling volume, but it's it looks like buyers actually.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing so far. A lot of pump, a lot of anticipation for like kind of nothing. But it feels like it's buyers right now. You know, I don't have any real reason to take it long here. You know, like I want to wait for the VWAP to come into play, and those key levels. So I already jumped the gun on that earlier trade. Should have probably been going long at that point, right? Not short. Looking for value area high, which would have worked out. Boom, right there. So
Music licensing reimagined.
looking like we might get a cross on the MACD also right now.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
And not much movement.
Artlist.io.
Now is this going to be the lower high, which would be kind of the start of the move down, right? Which makes this sort of something like that. Get it closed below
Music
the
licensing
value area high.
reimagined.
Looking for a short, covering some at the VWAP, putting stop to break even, and then going from there. What's this again? 83.50, 83.50, 84, 85 is really the target, I think, you know.
Artlist.io.
Rejecting off this trend line a bit.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, new candle above this trend line. Yeah, they're looking pretty bullish. We got big green
Artlist
candles
IO.
on all three indices right now. But we're also at that level that we rejected off earlier, which is 200 EMA on the 5-minute for ES and the electronic value area high for NQ.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist IO.
Rejected off that 82.
Music licensing reimagined.
Re-coffeed up.
Artlist IO.
Pull back a bit. Finding that resistance at that downward trend line on the top there.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist IO.
That was a weather report.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, hey Paul, if you're not, you should join Tiger. What is it? Stock Tiger? Yeah, Stock Tiger. His channel. He's they're giving away 150K take profit trader account. So I think you gotta just join their Discord. Oh, we're bouncing now, big time. You see that? Taking up that. Nice little move.
Music licensing reimagined.
Broke up, pulled back, take off again. So
Artlist IO.
yeah, I've never I was looking at Take Profit Trader before and I was thinking, oh yeah, it looks a little interesting. Because it's also Project X, right? I think.
Music licensing
Think so.
reimagined. Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined.
Continuing higher. Found a nice bounce off that downward trend line. Rejected, little bull flag popped up above this previous wick high. Coming up on electronic value area high. Yeah, so this 64.85 might be the play here. Kind of like put up an order up there, and then our stop would be, 89.
Music licensing
4 points
reimagined.
above. Roughly something like this. And then targeting there.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, I was hoping for that bigger pushback or pullback before the pop, but I guess we're not really getting it. We just got up to that value area high and then just kept pushing up.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Back in this channel, I mean, could look for a pullback to get in long here. We do have a couple bullish fair value gaps. 82, 81 area here for long. Just what is,
Music
how far is the
licensing
continuation
reimagined.
there? What is that? Let's say 82. It's only like 1.5 points to value area high. But 5 points, so 82, so 3 points to get to this high over here.
Artlist.io.
Just for curiosity's sake here, let's see what this looks like.
Music licensing reimagined.
Pulling back on that fair value gap a bit, touch the top of the fair value gap.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Those are some big 15-minute candles, that's for sure.
Artlist.io.
we have a 4-hour bearish fair value gap at, between 85 and 91. 4-hour fair value gap, 85 and 91.
Music licensing reimagined.
So there's a 4-hour bearish fair value gap here.
Artlist.io.
Which kind of makes this trade looking good.
Music licensing reimagined.
There is this 5-minute gap down at 64.80, which is right in this area. Interesting to take that trade, actually, for the bounce up to electronic value area high.
Music
See a bit of a
licensing
sweep down.
reimagined.
Hopefully it just ends up being a wick. That would be nice.
Artlist.io.
2.75 to 2.75. Looking like it might come into play here.
Music licensing reimagined.
80.75. What is this? 80.50. I actually need to be. Maybe want to move it up one tick.
Artlist.io.
3 points. 3 points.
Music licensing reimagined.
One more tick and we'll be entered.
Artlist.io.
Here I thought I was going to be off at 5, 4:30 or 5. Now it's 5:15 and I'm looking for another trade.
Music licensing reimagined.
Well, it bounced right off the top of that fair value gap at 81.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Well, I was hoping to see a sweep and a bounce, but it seems like if we just keep holding this low here, then maybe we're actually going to go a little bit lower here still before
Music
make that bounce
licensing
higher.
reimagined. Artlist.io.
Give me one more tick down.
Music licensing reimagined.
Try to get in right on that previous Thursday VWAP. This looks like he's gonna draw that account here pretty soon.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Just scrolling through the numbers to make sure I didn't pick the same numbers somebody else picked. 445, 49. No 43s, 46. Oh, there's a 43. Shoot.
Music licensing reimagined.
Go 17.
Artlist.io.
Oh, there's a 17 right there. Shoot.
Music licensing reimagined.
Well, I would have possibly entered there on that tick down.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Looking like I might get that entry here, but
Artlist.io.
uh-oh, that fair value gap is actually closed right now. I'm not loving that. Would have been entered there.
Music licensing reimagined.
23 seconds to close above that fair value gap. Pulling back further.
Artlist.io.
Let me see if I can find his channel link for you here. Stop Tiger.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let me find the server, invite people here. So copy this Discord link. I'll put it in
Artlist.io.
here for you. That should be it.
Music
so
licensing
that-
reimagined.
Bullish fair value gap is gone because that last 5-minute candle closed below it.
Artlist.io.
So I feel like we gotta get this out of the mind here. And we'll bring this one back in.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm actually gonna put a buy order down here, right at that VWAP. If we get a fast move down, I would like to get tagged in there.
Artlist.io.
Let's go 5 below it. 5, 5, 5 above it. 5.
Music licensing reimagined.
But we're just stuck up here, hey? We've done nothing for like the last 16:30, 17:30, 1 hour.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, it'd be sweet to get a free 150k account, hey? That'd be heaven.
Music licensing reimagined.
Did you get into that Discord yet?
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Nice. What's your is it Midas or NASDAQ Ninja? Paul Momentum. I think last time it was
Music
150,
licensing
but I'm not sure. I
reimagined.
didn't hear what he said. So, but last time he did it, it was 150, and I see people with like 130. So, maybe just to be safe, pick something under 100. And just, you have to kind of scroll back through and make sure nobody... gotcha. Yeah, I see you there. Paul Momentum. Cool, yeah. Just look back and double check that the number that you pick isn't already picked, because that will kind of like disqualify you. So I'll be back in 1 sec here.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Still not much going on here. Somebody picked 49 after you did, so good timing on that.
Artlist.io.
Then if you pick the wrong number, you can just like edit the message and like change it.
Music licensing.
Oh, they're doing the draw. Here we go. What did I do? 17, I think it was. Oh, I'm at 18. Go on, 18.
Artlist.io.
Paul's got 49. 49 or 18. Come on, Stock Tiger, hook us up. 100. You think anyone picked 100?
Music licensing reimagined.
So he's figured out a way to search Discord with the number, and then it brings it up. Yeah, he'll just keep generating until somebody gets it. So we're gonna get 18.
Artlist.io.
82. Oh. 18 or 49. Oh.
Music licensing reimagined.
T-Chars.
Artlist.io.
I guess T-Charles won.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, that would be funny if somebody like changed their name quickly to T Charles and be like, hey, yeah, that's my number.
Artlist.io. Music licensing.
Geez, whole lot of nothing, hey,
reimagined.
on this market right now. Oh yeah, I forgot I started recording. I'm gonna have to delete that recording. Show recordings. Where is the newest one? Is it that one? Yep.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, that guy got lucky. That's a nice account to win.
Music licensing
That's like
reimagined.
a few $100 worth. Oh, nice. Who did you win that off with, Paul? I know I follow, I try to get in on some free wins here and there too. Some of those streamers that like, you know, that have a following and that have, you know, working with those companies.
Artlist.io.
I just need to get some more content out there, get a couple more followers, then I'll think about reaching out to like Top One, or since I, you know, strictly am trading Top One. I do have Tradeify also, but I would like to get some sort of, yeah.
Music
Vola?
licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
NQ.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
23,806.
Music licensing reimagined.
772. Stay high. It's actually over here, right?
Artlist.io.
Stay low. Oh, yeah, 64, 70, 50. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong one. 23,772. Okay, that's good. 806.
Music licensing reimagined.
832.50.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Well above everything, eh? 383, 23, 858.50.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Queue set up.
Artlist.io.
A little bit of price action here, bouncing.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Gonna get these out of here for now.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Need some sort of move sometime soon.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I think I've won 2 accounts, both like challenge accounts, and unfortunately I lost them both. Just tried to like I went pretty big size,
Artlist.io.
trying to like pass it faster, and ended up burning it.
Music licensing reimagined.
Back at it. Electronic value area low here, breaking through a little bit on the NQ.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, this is getting pretty boring. Might be a good idea to stop the stream here pretty soon. 45 after. Might as well wait till 6 at this point, right? 3 hour stream. 3.25 hours. Let's see, what does it say over here? How long we've been on here?
Artlist.io.
Yeah, just coming up to 3 hours right now in like 15 seconds.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Yeah, it's 5:45 p.m.
Music licensing reimagined.
Because I'm on the West Coast. So like when New York Stock Exchange opens at 9:30 a.m., it's 6:30 a.m. here. So that's why when I start streaming in the mornings, I'm usually start streaming at 6:15 a.m., which is 9:15 East Coast. So yeah, it's pretty early. Gotta be up early.
Artlist.io.
We're sure doing a whole lot of nothing, hey? That 7 or 1700, which I guess is 5 p.m.
Music licensing reimagined.
5 p.m. bar, just a little bounce. That's it. We really missed it all right here on this first 5-minute candle. Is where all the movement was. First and second candle were the best. After that, nothing.
Artlist.io.
I'm just gonna take these orders off for now. Wish I could set an alert.
Music
I don't think you can.
licensing
I've never been able to
reimagined.
find it. Magnet, draw mode. Normally you just put it up on the top for alerts, but I guess I can set it up on trading view.
Artlist.io. Music licensing
You're bullish.
reimagined.
You have a 5-minute fair value,
Artlist
bearish fair
IO.
value gap up here. Which we've already tapped into once. Closed below it like a few minutes ago. Right over here, this one.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined.
We need something to happen here. But yeah, I'm probably going to sign off here at 6. I'll probably keep the computer running, and if I catch a trade, I'll definitely clip it out for video. Well, I should record a little bit and then listen to it, because I want to hear what this music sounds like.
Music licensing reimagined.
Nice and jazzy and chill. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to bed early, maybe 8:30 or 9 p.m. tonight, so I can get a nice long sleep before the Monday morning action. Starting to break down here a little bit.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm actually interested in taking a trade on NQ here.
Artlist IO.
But the New York is so close on NQ that, you know, I guess we'd be targeting like 52 to 47. It's only 5
Music
points.
licensing reimagined.
So maybe it's not really worth the trade. What's 5 points there? Five and a half, right above there.
Artlist IO.
Not looking like the best risk to reward situation. Pretty so tight.
Music licensing
Sold off
reimagined.
there. Bit of a bearish move.
Artlist IO.
Got going here. might end up bouncing and creating another 5-minute doji.
Music licensing
Like the previous candle.
reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I mean, I'm liking this, the way that this is rolling over here.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, we just kind of bounced up though, eh? Bounced off value area high. No, it's
Music licensing reimagined.
yeah.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
It doesn't want to hold, or it doesn't want to break that 6480.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
6 p.m. Okay, Paul. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. So, thanks so much for tuning in, like usual. Hopefully you get a little more sleep before the New York session tomorrow. And yeah, good luck if you do take any trades tonight. small damage, down 100 bucks, you know, not the end of the world. Kind of jumped the gun a little bit, should have waited for a little more consolidation there before making my initial entry. So hopefully lesson learned from that, but I'll catch you around, Paul. See you later.
Music licensing reimagined.